What if the most dangerous ingredient in your kitchen is just something you eat every week? Something so common that the most people have no idea it's slowly damaging your heart, brain, and even your DNA. And what if this ingredient is still allowed in many foods? Even scientists have been warning about it for years. Today, we're counting down to the number one absolute most dangerous ingredient in the world, based entirely on science. Before we reveal the single most dangerous ingredient, we need to look at the four others that scientists consistently warn about. Each one is harmful, but only one earns the title of the most dangerous. Let's start the countdown. HFCS is everywhere. Sodas, candies, packaged sauces, bread, and even healthy protein bars. The problem isn't just sugar, it's the form of the sugar. HFCS overloads your liver with the fructose, pushing your body toward fat buildup, instant resistance, and inflammation. Studies show HFCS accelerate fat accumulation in the liver far more quickly than glucose, if ignored. These can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, metabolic syndrome, and elevated triglycerides. But despite how harmful HFCS is, something else is still far worse. But despite how harmful HFCS is, something else is still far worse. Colors like red 4D, yellow 5, and blue 1 are banned or restricted in many countries, yet still approved in others. These dyes can cause hyperactivity in children, inflammation, and potential DNA damage. Why does this happen? Many synthetic dyes are derived from petroleum. Some contain benzodiazepine contaminants, classified as a carcinogen. Long-term exposure increase oxidative stress, cellular rust that accelerate aging and disease. And still, these dyes aren't the worst offender on our list. Titanium dioxide is added to candies, gum, coffee creamers, bakery items, and even supplements to make them look brighter. But appearance comes at a cost. Research shows that titanium dioxide nanoparticles can penetrate the intestinal lining and trigger inflammation, gut permeability, and immune disruption. Another study shows potential DNA damage, classifying it as a possible carcinogen. Some countries have banned it, others continue to use it, but this still isn't the number one worst ingredient. Bacon, hot dogs, sausages, deli meats, nitrates, and the nitrites themselves aren't the real problem. They are naturally found in the vegetables. The danger happens when processed nitrates meet high heat or amino acids in meat, forming nitrosamines, one of the most powerful carcinogen compounds known in the food science. Nitrosamines damage DNA, improve cellular repair, and are strongly linked to colon, stomach, and pancreatic cancers. Processed meats artificially classified as a Group 1 carcinogen by the World Health Organization. That means the link to cancer is just as strong as smoking. But even with all of these, nitrates still aren't the worst ingredients. This is the ingredient scientists worldwide agrees the single most dangerous substances are still found in food, and here's why. Why trans fats are number one. Trans fats are created through partial hydrogenation, turning liquid oils into solid fats to extend shelf life, and the effects on your body are devastating. They damage your arteries directly. A major study showed that trans fats increase LDL, bad cholesterol, while lowering HDL good cholesterol more than any other dietary fat. This combination rapidly accelerates artery clogging. They cause systemic inflammation. Trans fats activate inflammatory pathways like NFKB, increasing the risk for heart disease, diabetes, and autoimmune disorders. They raise the risk for heart attacks and sudden cardiac deaths. A meta-analysis revealed that even 2% of the daily calories from trans fat increases heart disease risk by 23%. They interfere with the cell membranes. Cell membranes need flexible fats, but trans fats make them rigid, damaging normal cells, communication, and metabolic function. They increase the risk of Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. Studies link trans fat to faster brain aging and increased dementia risk. They are still hidden in many foods. Even where the trans fats are banned, manufacturers use loopholes. If a food contains less than 0.5 gram per serving, labels can still legally claim 0 gram trans fat, but just 2 servings can exceed the limit associated with the heart disease. Margarine, chip cookies, microwave popcorns, deep-fried food, fast foods, shelf-stable pastries, coffee creamers, cheap frozen dinners, and that's why trans fats take the #1 position, because even tiny amounts are extremely harmful and millions of people still consume them daily without knowing. Switch to whole foods. Use of fats your body recognizes: olive oil, avocado oil, nuts, seeds, grass-fed butter. Olive oil supports cardiovascular health and reduces inflammation. Avoid partially hydrogenated oils. If you see this phrase, the food contains trans fats, even if the label says 0 grams. A study showed eliminating trans fat leads to rapid improvements in cholesterol and inflammation. Eat the more fiber-rich foods. Fiber bind oxidized fats and support metabolic health. Reduce deep-fried foods. Heating oil rapidly increases toxic lipid oxidation products. Choose nitrates-free, dye-free foods when possible. Avoiding multiple harmful additives reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. Always consult a healthcare provider before making medical change. What if the food silently destroying your liver, or an alcohol, junk food, or sugar alone, but everyday ingredients you eat without realizing the danger?